No one will victimize our sons. They are not victims. They were targets of racism. They were targets of a hate crime, and a racially charged incident. But they are not victims, and this is their community. This is our community. So tonight, really what we came for was to let the school board and our community know that we are planning a call of action. Now is the time for the Aledo School District, the Aledo administration, and the Aledo community to come together and make a difference. It's the line in the sand. This is not a quick fix. We know that. Tamara and I offered many times to be a part and a resource for them moving forward, so that across the board, from the code of conduct to involvement in the community, racism, racially charged incidents, all of that will be wiped out. Our sons deserve it. We have failed them on the back end by not putting this out before the community, before the media and every outside person could get to it, and that left them unprotected. While others are protected, our boys are not. So from this point on, it's not what happened, it's not when it happened and how we dealt with it then, it's how we're moving forward and dealing with it.
Our issue was not the way that they went through, going through the investigative process, because they followed all proper protocol. The issue that we had is that we asked that a firm stance be taken by the Aledo 9th grade principal and by our Aledo ISD superintendent in order to let the community know that this is occurring, and to be specific in the types of words they would be using so that they would understand, and to not just water it down for something that it wasn't. What happened is it was watered down. And then what ended up happening to our community is, on social media, we were blindsided, and our children were blindsided.
Yes.
For us, the first thing is to protect our children.
Exactly.
What's important for them to see is that their community is willing to fight for them as much as their parents are. And part of that we've said from the very beginning is to be truthful, to be transparent, and to speak on racism directly.
They are strong. Luckily, the Lawrences and I have always educated our boys about racism, about how to report it. So we're very proud that they came, they reported, they stood up, they were not scared. They did not back down, and they were not intimidated to the fact that we live in a predominantly white community, because they consider this home. We've been out here for over a decade, since Christopher was 2, and the Lawrences have been out here for over 5 years. This is home. Aledo is their home, and since we are Aledo, we will change Aledo.
We're not leaving.